Okay, this video is for Chilling CS, who's asking about soccer sequences. The backstory is when I was the worst player on my team, my parents brought me to a skills and drills trainer named Tom Turnbull out of New Jersey. If you're in New Jersey, I would seek him out if you're looking for skills and drills training. Anyway, went to Tom Turnbull. We did 4 things every single time I went to training, right? Variations of 4 different things. We'd start with a warm-up, then it was ball mastery, then soccer sequences, dribbling sequences, then barrel game, a juggling game, which you juggle the ball using different parts of your foot into a barrel, and then we usually finished with either 1v1 or 2v2 using a small ball playing to smaller cones. So the soccer sequences, right, the one that sticks out in my mind, it was the first one we learned. It goes outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. So I've been thinking about this for the past 27 years, right? And every player I trained, every team I trained, this is what I tried to show them. And after thinking about it, why is it effective? It's effective because it's easy to say. If it's easy to say, it's easy to memorize. And I believe if it's easy to memorize, then it's easy to execute. So once you memorize that simple pattern, and he would have all the kids saying it out loud in the class while you're doing it, right? So, it's outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. 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 And I think the beauty is not necessarily because of the sequence, even though, right, if you look at Messi, I'm not saying it's gonna make you play like Messi, but you'll notice Messi doesn't do too many tricks, right? He's kind of just dribbles, a lot of body feints and just similar, right, using the outsides and the insides of his feet. So the real beauty of this is what it'll allow you to combine with, right? I think it's a learning block so that you can learn other skills moves. So you can combine it with outside, outside, inside, outside, scissor. Outside, outside, inside, outside, chop. Outside, outside, inside, outside, L move. Outside, outside, inside, outside, step over, right? So the beauty is in what you can do with it, right? Like, juggling's super important because of all the things that it will improve. Juggling improves passing, juggling improves shooting, and I think juggling improves dribbling in the rhythmic, right? Since when you're with your feet, it's like if you go right, left. Same thing with dribbling. It's like keeping the ball between your feet. There's a rhythm aspect to it. And I think with dribbling, the timing of the outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, right? There's a tempo to it. Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. So I would, when I try to teach kids this, I notice they'll often most kids try to go too fast. So I tell them slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. You want to say it out loud when you're doing it, and as you slow down, you'll actually speed up, right? So memorize it, internalize it, say it out loud, and just go smooth, right? Smooth, and you can just include it into your daily training routine, right? Get your warm up going, some juggling, some dribbling, and some ball mastery, fundamentals. One more time. Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Outside, outside, inside, outside. Oops. Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Oh, one more thing. It's nice, you can change direction pretty quickly with it. Once you start to get, once you start to appreciate, you could pivot pretty quickly, right? So since I'm I'm facing the camera, and I'm going outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, but you can just as quickly go to turn your whole body all around, right? So outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside. So it almost turns into a turn, right? The sequence can be used to just change direction, pivoting. I mean, I guess you could pivot with the inside of the foot, but it just feels more natural for me to pivot on the outside, right? Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. So I don't know. It's easy to say, it's easy to memorize, easy to execute. So give it a try, repeat it, say it out loud, nice and smooth, and hopefully, right? I think you'll get to a point where you're not even thinking about it, and then you'll be in a game, and it'll just come out when you're naturally dribbling, right? You'll see yourself. Well, you should get it to a point when you're in a game, you're not really thinking about it because you just internalize it. So hopefully it helps. Hopefully it helps with training, and I hope it helps you grow. Okay, thank you.